All right. Yes, we are live. We are live. Hi, everybody. How are you doing wherever you are watching us? If it's your first time, just tune in. Make sure every Sunday, 5 p.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Oh, 5 p.m. Eastern time and 2 p.m. Pacific
Pacific time.
time. And when it comes to London, I've just get to notice that I think when we were starting up this, we did not think about people in Europe, right? I just realized that you people, it's late there. It's 10 p.m. Wow. And we are glad that our guest made it here. And thank you so much, very much, our guest to be here. And as usual, this is Digital Business Forum. Be inspired, be informed. We are doing online business and we are bringing opportunities out there, bringing guests, like people who made it in the online platforms, who made it in the online world so that they can share with you. That's why we say be informed and be inspired. Lastly, take action. Okay?
Yes.
So, as we always do, let me introduce myself. My name is Dorothy Nakalema, and I'm originally from Uganda, a proud business coach, a mom, and if it's your first time to watch us, yeah, we are here every Sunday. And let me go to Dorothy.
Yes. All right. Thanks, Coach Dorothy. Yes, my name is Dorothy. I'm a healthcare professional specializing in anesthesia. I am also a CEO and digital business owner. I am so proud to be here every Sunday to inform you and to inspire you and to bring you guests that are bringing all the inspirations that you need to for you to take action and to start your own online business and become your own boss. So welcome to this episode. We are glad that you're watching. Thank you.
All right, all right. Thank you so much, Dorothy. Thank you for that introduction. And now let's have the gentleman on the platform.
Thank you, Dorothy. Um, Welcome, our viewers from wherever you're watching us. My name is David. I'm a senior advisor on cybersecurity here in the US. I'm a digital business entrepreneur, and you always see me here every Sunday. If it's your first time, you're welcome. We have a special guest with us today. You know, we have a package for you, Lisette. Okay, so yeah, she will have a go at her introduction at some point. But we're excited to have you here. You're welcome, and I think that's about it, Dorothy.
All right. Thank you so much, David, for that wonderful introduction. So now, actually, before I, bring our guests on the platform down here, so I would like to you guys. It's like, should I call it a special announcement? We always four people on this platform as the panelists, but today we're like, I think you've realized that like couple of weeks, 2 3 weeks, one of our panelists is not always available. Why? She's in the business, still in the business, because the husband David is here. We have him, and it's because of the time difference. That's why in the beginning I say that I think we did not think about people in Europe, because she's in Africa and it is really super late for her. Our lives starts 2 p.m. Pacific time, and that is 12 a.m. her time. Like before she knows it, it's 1 a.m. And one of our reasons why we do start this online business is really to control our time, have the time flexibility, have a peace of mind. And the best thing you can give yourself, the best treatment or the best gift on this planet, is you having enough time to sleep and a peace of mind, like mental health. And once you don't get it, trust me, you're mentoring, like you are doing a disservice to yourself. So we felt like it's not fair to have Ferry, here at this weird time for her. And that's why she's not here. We are sorry, but once a while she will come. Whenever you ask her, she's gonna come and pop it. But it is gonna be once a while, not just gonna be every Sunday the way she was doing it. So now it's time for our one and lovely the guest, Lisette. The floor is yours.
Hi everyone! David, Dorothy, thank you so much for having me here. It's such a pleasure. So, hi everyone, my name is Lisette and I'm 33 years old and I'm originally from Davao City, Philippines, and I'm currently living in London, UK. So, nice to meet you everyone.
All right, thank you so much for that wonderful short introduction. So, if you want more to know more, just tune in. Don't leave, just put your comment section if you have. So today we have her. We're gonna bombard her with a lot of questions. I know some of you have ever been maybe heard of this, but now it's from a different person. So if you're from Philippines, yes, come on. Just put it in the comment section if you know anybody from Philippines. If you're from Philippines yourself, just tell them we have the country person in place. Okay, guys. So now let's have our first question with the gentleman in the house. Can you come down? Mic is yours.
Thank you, Dorothy. Um, Whoever is watching us, like I said earlier on, we're glad to host you tonight. I mean, we're glad to have you with us tonight. Um, Lisette, mine is just a simple conversation starter because I know you have a lot for us and a lot for our viewers. And I would like to start with, something really fundamental because I can see your people and culture manager. Okay,
Yes.
looks like that's your day job, but you're
Yeah.
also a digital business owner. Okay, so these are two different areas of doing business. One is online, and the other is, traditional. Um, for me, it's like, could you elaborate on your journey into the digital online business? What motivated you to enter this kind of space?
Yeah, sure. So, hi everyone again. So thank you, David. That was a wonderful question. So yes, I am a people and culture manager, actually in a copywriting and content strategy agency. Most people don't really know what kind of agency is that. So I end up just telling them I work in a marketing agency, and they were like, "Oh, yeah, marketing agency." But anyway, working as a people and culture manager, as a generalist, it's kind of is you're working on different hats in the company. So I do recruitment, I do training and development, what else, employee relations, etc., everything in HR. So I love my job. I really love my profession, but at the same time, it's also I'm also thinking about the future because I don't see myself working in HR up to 67 years old because that's the retirement age here in the UK. So before I started my digital business, I used to stress a lot about money. You might be thinking you're working as an HR manager. You might get a lot of money from your full time job or full time salary. Yes, but I also have huge expenses. And as well as, you know, I am a breadwinner of my family. So I send monthly financial support to my family back in the Philippines. So I used to stress a lot about money and I kept wondering, if we'd be able to afford a comfortable life in London because it's so expensive here in London, especially, you know, like thinking about the future when we have kids, because at the moment, me and my husband don't have kids yet. So, what made me take that leap into the digital world? Well, number one, me and my husband's dream to start a family because we've been married since 2022, but we've decided, to postpone, to wait to have children until we are financially secure, because I'm not getting any younger and I want to give our future children, the best life possible. So that's really my biggest motivation. That's why I jump into the digital business role, because I know that another stream of income would really would give me that peace of mind that if, for example, God forbid, I lose my job, at least I still have that plan B in place, which hopefully will be my plan A in the future, would be my full time income in the future. So I hope that answers your question, David.
You're muted, David.
Oh, thank you very much, Lisette. Yes, I kind of understand where you came from, or where you come from, to look into having an alternative or additional sources of income. You know,
Yes.
so yeah, it makes sense. It really makes sense, because raising a family and having kids and raising kids, in a family, uh, it's challenging, because they're demanding, and they're financial demands, definitely. So some people take it just the way you did. They first of all want to set themselves up for financially, to have a certain level of financial stability before they can
Yes.
start raising kids, especially in the first world, in Europe and the US, Canada. It can really be crazy, because supporting children is really the responsibility of the parents. You don't have much support like we do, say, from other parts of the world, like Africa, Asia. You have family, extended family, aunties
Yes.
and uncles. These people come in, and they can play a role. And probably it's also a little cheaper to support a family. So I understand, really, because it's a different ball game when you're doing it in the first world. So yeah, thank you, Dorothy.
Wow, wow. Thank you so much. Thank you. It was really interesting. And once I was hearing for your submission, I saw a decision, like a bold decision making, And to the little experience I have, I, I could say even the experience it's on me that in like your success, it's all about your decision, either your good decisions or your bad decisions, so while you were submitting, I saw the decision making you had to, you had to put in place for you. And your decision, it was not looking just here nearby. You were looking forward to the future of
Yes.
even the unborn kids, So it was really, really amazing. And thank you very much for that submission. So, and thank you, David, for your question. So let's go to Dorothy, and then the mic is yours,
Yes.
Dorothy.
Thank you, Coach Dorothy. So, thanks, Lisette, for that, explanation. It was just amazing how something pushes us to, go beyond our comfort zones, so we can just, have something better for ourselves and for the people that matter to us. So, just amazing. So my next question is kind of the same as the first one, but if you have something to add on, that's great. So, were there any specific events or experiences that inspired you to be an entrepreneur? I think you answered that. But my second part is how have you been able to identify that what you're doing right now, the opportunity that you have right now, is the right opportunity to jump on? Like the way we know there's so many things out there, so many online businesses, so many businesses that advertise on social media. So how are you able to say, hey, this is it? This is what I want to try because it's what I think is good for me and my family.
That's a very good question. So, with your first question, I think it boils down on your why. Why are you looking for an additional income, right? So, for every one of you here watching this live video, ask yourself, what is my why? Because my why is number one, my family back home in the Philippines. I became a breadwinner of my family at the age of 23 years old. I'm already 33 years old now. So I've been a breadwinner for my family for 10 years now. Like literally every single payday, every single salary, I send money back home to my family. Because if I don't send money back home to my family, they won't be able to pay their bills, they won't be able to eat, they won't be able to buy stuff that they need, especially for my parents because they're already old. So I send a monthly financial support to my family every single month, and that duty as an eldest daughter pushed me to look for an additional income. So for sure, every single eldest daughter or son here would totally relate to my story. So trying to balance my salary to number one, support my family back home, save a house here in London, and also cover the daily rising expenses here in the UK, which is quite an expensive country. UK is quite an expensive country to live in, and also I felt like it's like a juggling act. Like I haven't been able to visit my home country for 5 years moving here. And then this year, I was able to go home for 2 months without worrying anything money, like annual leaves, etc. And to answer your second question, last October 2022, I stumbled upon a Facebook ad that changed everything. So I work in a copywriting and content strategy agency, or you can say I work in a marketing agency. So I immediately recognized the business model that they were talking about in the webinar because it's the same business model that even our agency is using. It's the same business model that every big companies here, like in the UK, in the US, the worldwide have been using. So I knew number one that it is legitimate. I knew that this business model works. And most importantly, I know that it was doable because working in HR, in the HR field, working as an HR manager in a company, I can see the figures, the money that's bringing in the company. So imagine an agency like us using the same business model or earning millions. So why can't we use the same model and earn millions as well, or thousands, millions, whatever you want? So I started my training while I was working full time as an HR manager, and it's been quite a journey, guys. But I'm really determined to make it work for my family and for my future. So I hope that answers your question, Dorothy.
Yes.
Oops, we lost you again. We lost you, Dorothy.
Sorry for that. Yeah, thank you so much. You did answer the questions very well. And yes, I can imagine, I think all of us here, me too, and I'm not sure about David and Dorothy, but I'm sure that we do send money home to help our,
Yes.
our parents. Like the first thing that when you come, the first thing we want to do when we're in Africa is to come to the Western countries so that we can help our people because we are poor. Most of the time, we are poor people when we are back in our country. So, like me, I educated my sisters, my cousins, everybody is just my parents. So it's a big responsibility, and especially now when you want to start a family, balancing helping your people at home and having a family here, it's a total different ballgame. You just have to think outside the box of how you can bring in that extra income to help you out. So yeah, and I'm happy that we are here to help people, our people, to see what they can do, to earn that passive income and be able to help their families well, as well as be able to pay their bills here without having to work multiple jobs and missing on so many other things. I believe when you start a family, right, when the kids come in, you see how your time will be squeezed in. Oh, you will have no time for yourself no more, And I'm happy that you've decided, you know what, you're gonna wait until that stability comes in, because you'll start having even extra bills, the babysitting, oh, it's crazy. So I'm happy that we have good information for our audience, that having a passive income is a necessity. It's not an option anymore. It's a
Yes.
necessity, where you have to look for something that you can make extra money. And the least way you can make, and the least way, like putting in your effort, the best way you can make money without putting in a lot of your time. So, and we have a system where it's already built in, it's already working. Like, why not? So, our audience, it's your chance to take action today. So, thank you, Lisette, for that. Thank you.
Wow. Thanks for that. I picked something from your talk. I could say you're a very lucky woman, because here you are stumbling on an ad with an opportunity of a lifetime, but you're blessed that you've experienced something like this before. You know the business model. You're blessed. A lot of people gamble and take a chance on these opportunities. So when we ask this kind of a question, many times you'll find that you know there's no magic in the way they did it. Okay, this is something I'm trying to learn. It's just a leap of faith. They listen, they do due diligence.
Yes.
It's they're deliberate about it. Because there are scams in there. There's a lot out there. So there's scams as well. And I'm not going to say that you won't be scammed if you try to go online. But what where can you make a difference? The opportunity we have in some of these online opportunities, where you can do due diligence. You have sources of information, you have track record, you have people successful that have been successful in the business, that can come out and tell you that, you know what, you've heard of this multi-layer level marketing, you've had that drop shipping, but this is not anything like that. And this is something that you can research on, understand how it works, see if it works for you. If it doesn't work for you, you're free to go by your way without spending money. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that's another advantage towards this kind of business opportunity. So I can say you're a blessed woman, that you had an idea of what the business model is. And on the other part, as a young family, just got married a couple of years, I can say enjoy this time while it
Well,
lasts.
lasts.
Yeah, because we're all parents here, and it's a very wonderful world, to be a parent. But again, as you usher in new life kids and taking care of them, you find a way to juggle. But since you haven't gone there yet, um, doing what you do, trying to make yourself financially stable and supporting people at home, very wonderful job. Do it to the best of your ability, enjoy it while it lasts, and we pray that pretty soon you can start bringing in additions to your family. Thank you, and the mic goes back to Dorothy.
All right. Thank you so much, David, for that submission. Thank you very much, Dorothy, for the question and the submission too. And thank you, our guests. It was really, really inspiring. When you talk that you're working with a marketing agency and you saw them making millions of money, but you did know the system they're using to make that much. And you realize that it's the same system we are using in our business. Wow, that's wonderful.
Mm.
That is something like you're like, yes, I'm in the right business, right? I
Yeah.
think for you, you were not like no investigation made here. This is the
Yeah,
thing I
exactly. I
know.
was like, this is the
you know.
jackpot.
Yeah, and thank you so much for that. And let me go to our third question. It says, were there any moments when you felt like giving up? And if so, what motivated you to keep like going?
That's a very good question. So, I remember one of my team members said that, you know what? I've never seen you demotivated in this business. I'm always excited. I'm always excited to learn something new, to meet new people in this digital business community, because there's so much potential and there's so much to learn. Even if I'm working in a marketing agency, I feel that I still have a lot to learn. So even when I opened the training side, like, oh my God, there's a lot of nuggets to absorb, to learn, and it took me a good few months to really start my business, because I started very slow, because there's a lot of things going on in my life when I started the business. Because after I got married, I joined the digital business community. I started my digital business, and I went on a holiday. I went on my honeymoon, and I had to extend my spouse visa here in the UK. So I was gathering documents, family problems, etc. After a good few months, I just like, I need to focus. I need to start this now. And then I I studied after work. I put 2 hours a day for my online business to learn everything and to absorb everything. And then after a couple of weeks, I started, running my ads, etc. And then boom, boom, boom. It's just like business partner after business partner. So you just need to be patient, and this is not a get rich quick scheme. Like after you join, you expect tomorrow that you will earn millions, or you will get like thousands in your bank account without doing anything. So that's not the case here. You really have to put effort, put time in your business. So I know that in my first few months, I will not get results because I didn't put anything in my business, because I was not focused at all with my business. I already know by heart that I won't get anything because I didn't put time and effort. And after doing everything I can to my business, and then I started getting results. So most people get impatient. Most people get frustrated because they want easy income. But that's the reason why a lot of people get scammed, because you want to start a business that you can get your return of investment quickly, easily. And that's already a big red flag, because starting a business isn't a walk in the park. You have to juggle multiple hats and learn a lot of things. So, to answer your question, I never got demotivated. I'm motivated every single day to do my business. So, I didn't. I know that there are ups and downs in the business, but I see it as, if there are downside in my business, or like if feel that my business is not doing well, I reevaluate myself and reevaluate my strategy. Am I doing the right thing? Do I need to change something in my process? I look for solutions. I don't complain. I don't whine, because that's just for weak people. We are strong business owners. We look for solutions. We find solutions, and we just need to keep on going. So I hope that answers your question.
Wow, wow, thank you so much. You really nailed it. I don't think I don't think I have even something to add on this. When you spoke about, after you getting married, that's when you're joined the digital business. And I think that happens to most of us. For example, like me, before I gave birth, I was like, my jobs were okay with me. But now, when I gave birth, I'm like, okay, now there's another responsibility came in, and these are the people you have to think how their future is gonna be like. So you just have to think wisely as time goes on for them. So, and I like the point of being patient, but it's the most important thing in every business. And when you spoke about the easy income, it really touched my heart when it comes to that easy income. you know it's like I always give examples of, like, if you want something very easy, it's gonna go easily because you're like nothing you're gonna lose. You're like, oh, it's just 5 minutes for me to get it. Okay, I'll get another thing. I'll get another one. And I really thank you so much for these wonderful submissions. It's really, I hope our audience, you're really learning something from this guest, right? It's fire. All right, so let me go back the mic to David to our fourth question.
Thank you. Thank you, Dorothy. Thank you, Lisette. Interestingly, what I read from your answers and submissions to Dorothy's question is that you came in with the right mindset.
Yeah.
Pretty much that's it. Because you mentioned that you knew for a fact that you weren't going to make an easy kill. Okay, you had to work it. You had to work the business. So you mentioned that you knew that for the first couple of months, because of the instability you had and trying to sort out things in your family, you were juggling a lot.
Yeah.
You knew that for a business where I'm putting nothing, no effort, I'm not present for my business, there's little to expect.
Yes.
Mindset. So you walked in with the right mindset, and you continue to work with that same mindset that it's not going to be an easy kill. It's not going to be a quick kill, and it's not a get rich quick. So, like any other business, you have to work it. Okay, you need to be present for your business, and in such is how you grow a business. Okay, so I think that took away the entire worry that people usually have, that is this going to work for me, where they would ideally feel like giving up. I mean, for you came in knowing, you know what, I'm starting this business, and it I have to put into it to eventually see the benefits, to reap the benefits from it. So yeah, to me it's a mindset thing that I read from it, and I think it's a very wonderful mindset uh, to have for anybody that's out there, and they feel like they want to try something on the side. Yeah, you come in, but strap up, because it's a business. Okay, it's not a lottery. Um, it's not a casino,
Yeah.
you know.
And it's totally
So
not a job. No
yeah,
one's going to tell you what to do.
exactly. So yeah, so you gotta work it. It's a business. You're becoming a boss. It means you're gonna have to wear many hats in the beginning to make it work. Then eventually you can scale it. The beauty with this is that it's scalable. You know, if you want to employ some of your family members, this is the opportunity. Set up something and get them involved to work with you and make some. So thank you for that. However, I do have a question for you, Lisette. Okay, this is a digital business. You're dealing with technology. Okay, and people start businesses online, and there are a couple of hurdles they find. You're dealing with technology, and technology comes with all sorts of uh, all sorts of challenges. So, have you encountered any technical challenges while doing your business, or obstacles? You know, um, while doing your online business, and how were you able to overcome, you know, or what kind of technology background did you have? Do you necessarily have to have to some kind of technology background? Should you be a geek to do this kind of business? So how were you able to maneuver these kinds of waters?
That's also a good question. So I'm a little bit techie, but not really an expert when it comes to the digital marketing space. So I know a little bit about it. I know it because I work in a copywriting and content strategy agency. In previously, when I was working in Dubai, I worked in a digital marketing agency. So I have a bit of a background working in that industry, but I don't know everything. So if I don't know something, I go to our training site, everything is there. And if I can't see what I'm looking for, I go to Google. I always say that Google is your best friend, and Google knows everything. And if I still can't find it, I also ask my business coach and also the community, because we have a very supportive community. And to tell you one thing, my business partner's age ranges from 27 years old to 72 years old. Imagine that. Even young age, a young woman, 27 years old, she's working as a carer. She said, I'm not tech savvy. 72 years old, I'm highly likely don't know anything about technology, but they still started their online business. The tech savviness didn't scare them. They had doubts if they can do it, but because we have a very supportive community and we have this amazing training in our community, everything can be learned. So there's no doubt that you guys watching, if that's the reason why you're not jumping in because you're not tech savvy, imagine a 72-year-old coming in and starting their own digital business, retired 72 years old. So for sure you can start, you can do this as well. So with in terms of how techy I am, my tech background, um, just basic, but because of the trainings that we have in our agency, even prior to chat gpt becoming famous globally, we already started using that in our agency. We started playing with ai already, and our boss, our managing director, is a very ai avid fan. So every time there's another AI platform, we put 1 hour or 2 hours of our Friday to play around with it and then give feedback, etc. If it's a really good AI platform or what. And even this coming September, next month, we actually have a workshop in our company that we will create our own bot using ChatGPT. So we have this kind of workshops in our community, and I share what everything that I learned from the marketing agency to my team. So my boss is like, "Oh, you can actually create an HR bot for yourself." And in my head, I can create a bot for my digital business and share it to my team. So, but yeah, my boss knows that I'm doing something on the side, but she's very, what you call this? She's very open for us earning extra income on the side. So, yeah, I hope that answers your question.
Wow. Yes, it does wonderfully. And wow, I picked something from your from your answer. You know, you mentioned that a lot of artificial intelligence
Yeah,
AI is embedded into what you do for work. Okay.
yeah,
And then something cropped in. You said you guys do have technology evaluation sessions where you look at a piece of AI that's out there a tool or something, you give it time on a Friday, that's being very deliberate, by the way, about things. That is something that I've just learned from you, from your answer. You guys are deliberate about, putting time to evaluate these technologies, see what they're capable of doing for you. And
Yes.
already, by you mentioning that you already pushed into doing some kind of a bot or developing a bot for your own online business, it means that you are continuously trying to leverage off of the technologies for the benefit of your digital business. By
Yes.
you going digital, you're already leveraging off of technologies. Okay. But now with AI spanning all over the place, you are on the side continuing to improve processes, So that is that is very interesting, because that means you're being more present for your business. You're thinking for your business. You're not letting it to chance and what already has been provided by by the system. You're saying, okay, with all this that is going on around the world, how can I take advantage, of these
Yes.
technologies to improve on my processes? You know what I mean?
Yeah, because some people are scared, like, oh, AI is going to take over our jobs. That's what you see on the news, right?
Right.
But if you change your mindset, how can AI help me
Help.
do
Exactly.
a better job? So that's one thing that you can do. Change your mindset about AI.
Right. So yeah, and that takes me back to a way of doing things that a lot of people are used to. But you see, until you wake up to a certain reality, then you're able to actually improve on a process. I'll throw in this, and it's a very simple process. A lot of people have some kind of a notebook. Okay, they have some kind of a notebook, flip pages, and create some kind of to-do list. Okay, flip pages and write um, three tasks or five tasks, and prioritize and go by your day. From this kind of a list. If you look around your workplace, you'll see that a lot of people do this. Okay, but guess what? They carry an iPad in their bags for playing music and watching Netflix. They carry a phone. Okay, another device that has all the tools that they can carry all over the place, that they can move with. But you see, until somebody brings it to your attention and says, but you know what, the time you waste scribbling on this you know uh, pages and notebooks that you keep throwing all over the place, and you can't even remember where you wrote, why don't you just use your tab? There is an app to do that. Okay, and you can always flip pages, go back as many days or months, but you have it all there, you know and and only then are we all people able to say, like, you know what, come to think of it, this technology is already here. Okay, all I need to do is to give it some time, evaluate the best way to use it. Okay, and then go ahead and change your life, clean up your desk and work with these tools. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's again something that I picked from your talk, that yeah, you guys are able to make sessions to evaluate technologies and see how best to improve processes. I hope our viewers are picking something from these kind of discussions, because it might not be for your digital business, but it could be for anything else that you're doing. A project you're running with your family, you guys are constructing something, or setting up something back home. You have everything. Okay, the tech is here and it's not going anywhere. It just looks like it's continuously improving. So the earlier you're able to jump on, the better for you. She's mentioning people in their 70s that are doing digital business. People in their 70s. I mean, by the time all this technology has been coming in, they're already retired, 10, 15 years ago. A lot of them weren't on emails. They weren't doing these things. But now there are opportunities and they have to create an email. It's like studying all over again with life. Learn how to work with email because you're going to communicate through email. So I really thank you for throwing in these kinds of,
No, thank you.
yeah, because, if you're keen enough, you're able to pick something and take advantage of it. Thank you. Back to you, Dorothy. Oh, you're muted. All right.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, David, and thank you, Lisette, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Dorothy, are you saying something? Okay, all right. So I really appreciate your submission and thank you so much. When you spoke about the bots and you spoke about that you getting this knowledge from your boss, for me, all my careers, I don't know to other people or my panelists here, I realized that most of our bosses, like me, my former bosses, like some of them, like they want to see us in a like a sustainable, they don't want to see us sustainable development, but I'm seeing your boss is providing that to you. It's like he or she needs you to develop, right? Like they need you to go to other steps, and I'm glad that you're using that technology to develop your own business. So that is really, really very nice, and thank you for sharing. So let's go to David. Explained it all. So I don't think we're gonna add on this point. Let's just go to our last one, and the mic to Dorothy M.
Awesome. Thanks, Lisa, for all the good information for our audiences and for us as well. So our last question is, can you share, any valuable lessons or insights you have gained from your experience as an online business owner?
Ooh, there's so many. So, actually, starting a digital business has given me a sense of purpose and fulfillment as well. And I learned so many valuable skills as well. And also, it gave me so much confidence. So, confidence is part of my job because you have to speak to the team, you have to speak to candidates when I'm doing recruitment, etc., speak to lawyers, speak to other stuff. But it's quite different when you're outside work because outside work, I'm actually introvert. I just have to be extrovert when I'm doing my job because I'm getting paid for that. But actually outside, I'm quite timid. I'm quite introvert. I just want to stay at home. I don't want to go out. I don't want to go partying. So maybe I'm just getting old. But especially in mentoring and coaching my business partners, I've gained so much confidence and also I've learned so many skills as well, especially mentoring and coaching individuals in starting their own digital business. Plus, I've built a supportive community of like minded people and also made incredible friends along the way because nowadays it's so hard to find true friends. It's so easy to find friends at the gym, friends at the supermarket, but real genuine friends, that's really gold. And I found genuine and real friends in this business community. So if you care about yourself and your family's future, and you know you care about your family's well-being, so consider changing your mindset and take the plunge in the online world, in the digital business, because it can really be a life changing journey in more ways than one. So I hope that answers your question.
Yes, 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 it is. Absolutely. So, yeah, thank you so much for sharing all the good information. And we are glad that our audience are watching and that they are going to take action today to start their own online business. No experience is required. No, all the training is provided for you, supportive community. As Lisette has said, you have a coach, you have a mentor, you will never feel alone. Like, this is an opportunity that you just want to jump in and get started and change your life. Thank you so much, Lisette.
Thank you, everyone.
All right. Thank you so much, Dorothy, for that last question for us. And thank you very much, Lisa. Thank you. We really appreciate. And if you're watching this out there, if you're gonna find the replay, just go to the description. Okay, there is or is our link. Just click on the link, type in the name and your email address. There is a webinar, right? It will explain all the detailed information you would love to know. If you want to reach out to us, just reach out to any of us whenever you are watching us from. Just contact us. We will be able to give you all the detailed information. But change will never change once you don't take action. Okay, guys. So, Dorothy, are you gonna take it through the comments?
Yeah, okay. All
Great.
right. Okay, perfect. So we are not going to go all through all our comments. We're going to do a couple just because we are past time for our guest, but we are glad
Yeah.
she's still here with us. So let me go right here. So we have Dozie, we're always glad to have you. Dozie, watching from Boston. Thank you so much. We have Anna and Patrick. Hello, watching from the Netherlands. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Thank you, Anna and Patrick. Then we have Peter. I am here and listening attentively to the good message. Thank you so much, Peter. And we are glad that you benefited from our forum today. And we have Digital Business JSNMN, amazing platform watching from Papua New Guinea. Hey, our people from Papua Guinea, we are glad that you're able to make it here. So for the sake of our guests, we are going to stop there. And we are hoping that you'll be here with us next Sunday, 2 PST time, 5 Eastern time, for another episode of Digital Business Forum. Be informed, be inspired. Thank you for being with us today. And thank you to our guest, Lisette. It's not going to be our last time. So this is just like a warm up. So I expect to hear from us again, and you're welcome to from our forum any other time. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, everyone. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Bye bye.